Hey there. The holidays, they're great and all, but let's be honest, they can also be a recipe for, well, not exactly feeling our best.
True.
Right. Between all the parties and family gatherings and all that delicious food, it's easy to let healthy habits slide.
Yeah, it is.
But what if you could actually sail through the holidays feeling great and energized?
Hmm. That's where this deep dive comes in.
Okay,
We are going to take a sneak peek at Zumba Fit Club's November Wellness Guide.
sounds good.
It's called the Meal Prep and Planning Checklist, and it was created by Slim Down Success coach Carmina.
Yeah.
And get ready to take some notes because you'll be surprised by what you can find inside this guide.
It's not your typical list of ingredients and recipes.
Right.
Trust me, I've seen a lot of meal prep guides,
Yeah.
and this one is totally different.
Yeah, I agree.
I was really blown away by some of the tips and tricks inside.
Yeah.
And this month, in the Zumba Fit Club, Carmina is all about helping you eat better, feel better, which is perfect timing for the holidays.
Absolutely. And the first thing that I really noticed about this guide is how flexible it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It acknowledges that we all have different lives,
Right.
different preferences and time constraints.
Makes sense.
So when it comes to meal prep, forget the one-size-fits-all approach.
So tell me more about this flexible approach.
Well, they completely debunk the myth that meal prep has to be this massive time suck.
It doesn't.
You don't have to spend your entire Sunday stuck in the kitchen chopping veggies.
Oh, thank goodness.
They outline 3 different approaches in the guide.
Okay, cool.
The Weekend Warrior is for those who like to get it all done at once.
Gotcha.
Spread it out is for a more gradual approach throughout the week.
Makes sense.
And then there's component prep, where you just focus on prepping individual ingredients ahead of time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I used to think meal prep meant an entire day of cooking,
Yeah.
but component prep sounds much more manageable.
It is.
What about you?
Hmm.
Which approach works best for you?
For me, component prep is a game changer.
Yeah.
I'm all about those small wins throughout the week.
Oh, I like that.
So I might roast a big tray of veggies on Wednesday night,
Okay.
and then I suddenly have quick and easy sides ready to go for dinners throughout the week.
That's awesome.
It really simplifies healthy eating.
You know what I love about this guide?
What?
It's all about finding what works for you.
Yes, exactly.
It's not about some rigid set of rules.
Yep.
But let's dive into the actual checklist.
Okay.
What I love is how clear and actionable each step is.
Exactly. And it's broken down into these simple steps.
Perfect.
You start with planning your meals for the week.
Right.
They provide a super handy meal plan template,
Got it.
but then it walks you through every stage from checking your pantry to, and this is key, cleaning your kitchen before you even start cooking.
Wait, cleaning before.
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
It sounds simple, but trust me, having a clean and organized workspace and prepped containers makes the entire process so much more enjoyable.
Oh,
It's like setting the stage for success.
I can see that.
Plus, opening your fridge and seeing those beautiful, ready-to-go meals can be a huge motivator.
Yeah, that's true.
You're less likely to order takeout when you've got deliciousness waiting for you at home.
You've convinced me.
Great.
Clean kitchen equals meal prep victory.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the meal plan template.
Okay.
In the past, I've found meal plans a bit restrictive.
Yeah.
I like to be able to choose what I eat based on, what I'm feeling that day.
I get that. A lot of people feel that way about traditional meal plans,
Yeah.
but Carmina's template is different.
How so?
It's designed to be a flexible framework, not a rigid set of rules.
Oh, that's good.
It's a 5-day structure that outlines the balance of protein, carbs, veggies and fruits, and healthy fats for each meal.
Good.
But the best part is,
Right.
you can swap out ingredients to make it work for you and your preferences.
So it's not just a list of recipes that I have to follow.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's more like a roadmap to balanced eating that you can customize to your liking.
I see.
It's about making healthy eating work for you,
Right.
not the other way around.
I'm already liking this guide more and more.
Great.
And speaking of making things work for you,
Yeah.
this is where I think this guide truly shines.
What's that?
The food swap guide.
Oh, yes.
I was not expecting it to be so extensive.
I know, right?
It covers everything.
We're talking protein swaps, carb swaps, fat swaps, even dairy swaps.
Okay, so give me some examples.
Nah.
What kind of swaps caught your eye?
Instead of chicken, every time they suggest bison as a lean protein swap.
Oh, interesting.
And you know those recipes that call for sour cream?
Uh-huh.
They suggest using plain Greek yogurt instead.
Who knew?
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
And what about carb swaps?
They go way beyond the usual brown rice and potatoes,
Okay.
suggesting quinoa, lentil pasta, and even gluten-free sprouted grain bread.
Wow, they thought of everything.
They have.
I love that it gives you the freedom to choose what works for your dietary needs and preferences.
Yeah.
It's like having a built-in customization tool for healthy eating.
Exactly. And that's what makes this guide so sustainable long term.
Right.
It's not about deprivation or following a strict diet.
Nope.
It's about having options and making healthy choices that you actually enjoy.
Okay, so we've got the meal plan, the swaps.
Uh-huh.
Is there more?
Well, there's definitely more.
Tell me. Tell
They
me.
even provide a pre-made grocery list organized by category.
Awesome.
But it's not just any generic list.
Okay.
It emphasizes seasonal and local produce,
Well, that's nice.
which is not only better for the environment, but also often tastes better and is more nutrient dense.
That's a good point.
And they even remind you to check expiration dates, which we all know is crucial for reducing food waste.
That's a detail I always seem to forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered the prep work.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the fun part.
What's that?
The recipe.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about them?
Well, there are 6 recipes included in the guide,
Okay.
and they all look absolutely delicious.
Nice.
But for this deep dive, we picked 2 that really stood out to us, each offering a different flavor profile and approach.
Okay, I'm ready to hear about these recipes.
Right.
Spill the beans.
The first one is the Rainbow Veggie and Quinoa Bowl.
Okay.
It's a vibrant, plant-based dish packed with colorful veggies,
I like it already.
protein-rich quinoa, and a delicious tahini dressing.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And I am always looking for more plant-based meal options.
Yeah, me too.
So what's the other recipe?
We went with something a little different for the second one.
Okay.
Sheet pan, lemon herb, chicken and veggies. This one is all about ease and convenience.
Okay.
You just toss everything on a sheet pan, pop it in the oven, and dinner is done.
So simple.
It features juicy chicken thighs seasoned with a bright lemon herb blend and roasted alongside seasonal vegetables like broccoli, carrots, and bell peppers.
Okay, I am officially hungry.
Yeah.
What really caught my eye was the recipe swap section.
Oh, yeah.
This is genius.
Right. For instance, with the Rainbow Veggie and Quinoa Bowl, if you're not a fan of tahini, they suggest using a lemon vinaigrette instead.
That makes sense.
Or if you want to add some more protein, you could top it with grilled chicken or tofu.
I like that.
And for the sheet pan lemon herb chicken and veggies, they suggest swapping the chicken for salmon or even using plant-based sausages for a vegetarian option.
The possibilities are endless.
They are.
You know what often trips me up?
What's that?
Snacking.
Yeah.
Especially during the holidays. It's so easy to fall into the trap of mindless munching,
It is.
which can totally derail my healthy eating efforts.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm curious, what does this guide say about snacking?
This guide tackles snacking head-on, and it does it brilliantly.
Okay.
It's all about making sure your snacks actually fuel your body
Right.
and don't leave you feeling sluggish or unsatisfied.
Takes.
One thing I found super helpful was the emphasis on planning your snacks, just like you would your meals.
That makes so much sense. If I don't have healthy options on hand, I'm much more likely to reach for whatever's convenient.
Exactly. And they even suggest specific snack combinations that provide a balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep you feeling full and energized.
So instead of chips, I could have almonds and fruit, or some Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds.
Now you're getting it.
It's awesome.
Simple swaps like that can make a world of difference.
That's great.
And they even encourage you to get creative and experiment with different flavor combinations.
Oh, fun.
Snacking doesn't have to be boring.
Okay, I'm loving all these practical tips.
Yeah,
But I also know that healthy eating isn't just about the food itself.
sure.
It's also about our mindset and habits.
Absolutely.
Does this guide address that at all?
Absolutely. There's an entire section called Mindset Shifts.
Nice.
That's where it really resonated with me.
Yeah.
Carmina emphasizes the importance of cultivating a positive relationship with food
I like that.
and ditching those all-or-nothing thoughts.
The all-or-nothing thinking is definitely something I struggle with.
I think a lot of people do.
Like, I'm either perfectly on track or completely off the rails.
Yeah,
It's exhausting.
it is.
So how does the guide address that?
Carmina encourages us to focus on progress, not perfection.
Oh, that's a good one.
She even provides some helpful affirmations to shift our mindset.
Oh, that's nice.
For instance, instead of saying, I've already messed up today, so I might as well eat whatever I want,
Oh, yeah, I've definitely been there.
she suggests reframing it as, okay, I made a choice that wasn't aligned with my goals, but I'm getting back on track with my next meal.
That's much better.
It is,
Yeah.
right? It's about giving ourselves grace
I love that.
and focusing on the bigger picture instead of getting hung up on every little slip up.
Right, exactly.
And another key point she makes is that it's totally okay to indulge occasionally,
Yeah.
as long as we do so mindfully and without guilt.
Wait. Indulge. You mean I can still enjoy those holiday cookies?
Absolutely. It's about finding that balance
Okay.
between nourishing your body and enjoying those special treats that make the holidays so festive.
That's a good point.
Depriving yourself only leads to cravings and unhealthy habits.
Right.
But when you allow yourself to savor those treats in moderation, you're less likely to overindulge.
Permission to enjoy those holiday cookies granted.
Yes.
I'm all about balance.
Me too.
You know, as we're talking about all this, I can't help but notice Carmina's enthusiasm.
Yeah,
It's contagious.
it is.
She genuinely loves food
Yeah,
and wants to help people make healthy choices without feeling restricted or deprived.
I agree. And that genuine passion shines through in every aspect of this guide.
Yeah,
It's not just a collection of recipes and tips.
right.
It's an invitation to embrace a healthier and happier lifestyle.
I like that.
And the best part, it's
Yeah.
accessible to everyone, regardless of their cooking skills or dietary preferences.
That's great.
She provides clear instructions, helpful tips, and even variations to accommodate different needs.
It's like having Carmina right there in the kitchen with you.
Exactly. And for those who want even more support, she offers her Success Accelerator session,
Okay.
which is a one-on-one consultation to help you get unstuck and create a personalized roadmap to reach your goals.
But wow.
And she also has a holistic nutrition workshop where she dives deeper into the principles of healthy eating
I like it.
and how to make them work for you.
So no matter where you are on your wellness journey, there's a level of support that's right for you.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Okay, so far we've covered meal prep tips, snacking strategies, and mindset shifts.
Uh-huh.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I
Yeah.
want to loop back to the recipe swap section.
You got it.
It's brilliant, and I'd love to hear a few more examples of how it works.
All right, let's say you're looking at the zesty shrimp tacos recipe,
Okay?
but maybe you're not a big fan of shrimp. No problem. They suggest swapping it out for grilled chicken tofu or even lentil crumbles for a plant-based option.
I love the flexibility.
Yeah.
And what about veggie swaps?
They've got you covered there, too.
Good.
Let's take the Mediterranean salmon bowl recipe, for example.
Okay.
If you're not feeling the suggested veggies, they suggest swapping them out for whatever's in season or that you happen to have on hand.
That's what I like to hear.
So instead of zucchini and bell peppers, you could use broccoli, cauliflower, or even roasted sweet potatoes.
Carmine is all about making this guide work for you, not the other way around.
Exactly.
It's so refreshing.
I agree.
And I love that it takes the guesswork out of healthy eating.
It does.
Okay, we've talked a lot about the specifics of the guide,
Yeah.
but I'm curious, what's your overall takeaway? What really struck you about this deep dive into the Zumba Fit Club's November Wellness Guide?
You know, for me, it's the emphasis on making healthy eating enjoyable and sustainable,
Yeah.
especially during a season that's often associated with overindulgence. This guide doesn't preach restrictions or deprivation. It empowers you to make choices that support your well-being without sacrificing the joy of the holidays.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Yeah,
where healthy habits actually enhance your enjoyment of the holidays, not detract from it.
exactly.
And I think this guide really does give you the tools and strategies to do just that.
It does.
Imagine gliding through the holidays, feeling energized and confident in your food choices,
Yeah,
not weighed down by guilt or regret.
that's a good feeling.
That's the power of this guide.
I think it's about intentionality. You know,
Yeah.
this guide helps you approach the season with a plan,
Right.
so you can savor those special moments and treats without derailing your healthy habits.
Speaking of savoring those special moments,
Yeah.
what does a successful holiday season look like to you knowing you've got this guide in your back pocket?
For me, it's all about being present and engaged at gatherings.
Yeah.
I picture myself enjoying conversations and connecting with loved ones.
That's nice.
Not fixated on food or feeling restricted.
Right?
I see myself moving my body joyfully, whether it's dancing at a party or going for a brisk walk with family.
Love that.
And most importantly, I feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the simple pleasures of the season.
It's about being fully present and enjoying the experience
Exactly.
without letting food anxieties take over.
And this guide provides a framework for making that vision a reality.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Zumba Fit Club's meal prep and planning checklist,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listeners with one final thought-provoking question.
Okay, hit me.
What one small change in your eating habits could make the biggest difference this season?
That's a powerful question. It challenges us to look at our current habits and identify where even a tiny adjustment could have a ripple effect on our well-being.
Right?
Maybe it's committing to prepping a healthy breakfast each morning, incorporating more veggies into your meals,
Yeah.
or being more mindful of portion sizes.
It's about identifying that one small step you can take today to set yourself up for a healthier, happier, and more energized holiday season.
I love that.
So take a moment to consider what that step might be for you.
Okay.
And remember, consistency is key.
Yes, it is.
Even small changes when practiced regularly can lead to amazing results.
So true. And don't forget to check out the Zumba Fit Club for more amazing resources and support on your wellness journey.
You got it. All the details are in the show notes.
Perfect.
Until next time, happy prepping and happy holidays.